guys, how are you? Vladimir Ribakov here from Traders Academy Club, and welcome to the weekly Forex analysis and forecast for the week of 1st to 6th of December 2019. Hard to believe, but here we are in the last month of 2019. So I would like to wish you a fantastic month, both in trading and in your personal life, and very happy end of year holiday season for you and your families. A bit in advance, of course. I'll wish you more when time comes, but just to start a good month with some good energies. So in this video we will review the previous week forecast. This is the text format of the previous week forecast, which you can find in the blog. Every Monday I publish this text format of the weekly analysis and forecast. So come to the blog vladimirribakov.com and you will find it here on Monday, or just come back to the video. And below the video in the description and in the comment section you will find a direct link to this post. So right now I would like to go and review what worked for us, what failed, what's still relevant, what has to be removed, and what are the new opportunities as we have them for the coming week. And right before we start, this is basically the last reminder that the Black Friday offer and the Cyber Monday offer, if you watch this video by Monday, is yet available for you, and this offer is gone on the 3rd of December. So you can find this link below this video in the description and in the pinned comment, or right now on the top right corner of the video, a direct link to the video explaining everything you have about this offer and what you can get from it. So if you didn't yet watch this special offer for the Black Friday and Cyber Monday, go and do so. And now let's begin. So the first pair we were looking to trade was the euro versus the New Zealand dollar. We expected to see that basically reaching right here, reaching a new low until we create a bullish divergence. In the 4-hour chart we were moving in the channel. So let's take a look. What do we have on the euro versus the Kiwi? We got the new low inside the channel, so everything as expected. What's next with this pair? And basically after a good ride of several weeks, right now I think game is over and we are about to return to buy soon. Why do I think so? So the way I see that, the weekly is yet in a bullish structure. 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows. That's a bullish trend pattern. 2 waves retrace with a bullish divergence and trendline breakout. After that we are recreating the higher highs, higher lows to gain a trend, and right now we are very close to create in the coming weeks a bullish hidden divergence with a likely continuation of the trend to the upside. The way I see that on a daily chart, it's a pattern by itself with a beautiful 2 waves retracing correction. Right now it also fits as a range, and we are close to the bottom of the range, close to the dynamic supportive moving zone 200 moving average, and the fantastic rising trend line inside this channel. So I believe every low to be created or every drop down is for us opportunity to start looking for the buys. The best setup would be, of course, right now as you can see we are trying to create here already a slowdown by fake lows. So I would not be surprised if we see 1 or 2 more with a false breakouts and then higher highs. At the moment we get the higher highs and we start to create bullish trend with higher highs, higher lows, this is the time to get ready for the buy setups. For those of you who are riding the sells, every dive down would be a good place to do a cash out. So my personal view on the euro versus the Kiwi is we are approaching to the levels where we should be looking for a turnaround. We did not yet have any specific claim for the buys, as we do not yet create any pattern of 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows, or 2 false breakouts with convergence. It's not yet in play, but it might go and build up soon. And the first thing to do in that case is, first of all, to start looking for the sells. What's left here might be just little dives with fake lows. It would be risky to try and to get them. Now, on the statistical view, we can see that we are entering a critical period. This is from the Forex Crystal Ball. Watching on a statistical, that's the most powerful days for bottoms to be created. And this starts right now, from the beginning of this week and for the coming 2 weeks. It's a critical period here. That's why I say every low should provide a fight by the buyers. And for us, an opportunity to go and enjoy from that. Next one on the list is the Euro versus the CAD. The idea of ours was inside the daily channel, looking for drops and buys, 2 waves on the 4-hour chart, back to the first trend line or the big trend line. So let's take a look. What did we have on this pair? We got the 2 waves. Can say I'm crazy about this trend line. And basically what we are looking now is a bullish evidences. So creation of 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows. Watching on a 1-hour chart to see if we have that already, we can find that we don't. We started with these 2 waves, which then eliminated by making this low. So we are now into 2 deeper waves. Yet to create a 3rd high. And as long as it did not create, we don't have a bullish evidence in play. So what we might see here is another drop with a bullish divergence to provide further deeper buys. So with the EURCAD, this is our first trend line. This is the second one. This is our buy zone. Keep in mind we're moving inside this channel, and we have 2 options from here: a low or double bottom, right? It could be, of course, double bottom, and bullish divergence, and then trendline breakout for buys, or we start to create the 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows. So 1, 2, 3, and then corrections and buys. So this is for the EURCAD. It's coming to the zone we wanted to see the trade. Let's just mark this as discussed. Next one, Pound CAD. Now this pair is in a critical zone. We have a beautiful, let me upload it here on the chart. This pair is a monster area. We are on special cycle, clearance zone, back to the trend line, massive area and the divergence. So what we were looking for is bearish evidences, meaning lower highs, lower lows. On the 1-hour chart, as you can see on the blog post, we wanted to see 3 lower highs, 3 lower lows, and then sell the rallies. Unfortunately, we did not get it. So what we got here was, here we are, 2 lower highs, lower lows. Then we created a new high, so it has to be restructured. And again, it all is keeping itself inside the pattern of 2 lower highs, lower lows. So we yet to see a clearer pattern. So right now on the price, we might see, of course, this is a first leg and then something like that, and provide deep sell rallies, or ideally to start and create the false breakouts and then the turnaround with the convergence and sell the rallies. The level is amazing, and we are dealing here with a classical zone to look for bearish setups. New highs, if be created, should be fake highs and provide immediate response by the bears. The next one on the list is the Australian versus the New Zealand dollar. What we have here is a clearance zone from the daily time frame and the expectations to see it reaching this magnet zone, and the 1-hour chart to create the legs down. So here we are, so far so good. Reached the clearance zone as we wanted to see. Reached this zone from the 4-hour chart, and right now on the 1 hour chart basically created the legs down as we wanted to see. So what's next with this pair? We are on critical zone. With this cycle we might face a potential reversal with this divergence. So what we will want to do here is to get and verify reversals. So we have a false breakout here. This is our convergence. Creation of the higher highs with the convergence here would be classical verification. Of course, we can have one more false breakout and then the convergence will be compared with these highs. And the alternative, we start to create 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows, and then buy dips would be a plan for us. This is for the short term, because later on I believe that this is what we should face yet until it all builds up a divergence and we turn up into buys again. So that's the way I see the Aussie versus the New Zealand dollar. On the statistical part, if we take a look, we also can learn that, as you can see, 6, 7, 9, 3, all that very powerful days. So the first couple of weeks, well, maybe 1.5 weeks of the months are critical and likely to provide us the bounces we expect to see. Oops, excuse me. So that's how I see the Aussie Kiwi. Now, before I move on, I would like to ask your support back in the work done for you. If you find this video educational, useful, helpful, please hit the like button and leave some feedback below in the comment section. Your support back in my work is what drives me to keep doing that for you guys week after week. This video, as you know, is completely free for the community. So all I'm asking for is the support back. Hit the like button, drop some feedback below, and thank you very much in advance. And if you are new to the channel, I would like to take this chance and to invite you to subscribe to the channel, to join our community and our family. Just follow the subscribe button below the video and remember to enable the notifications. Feel free to share this video with anyone you would love to. This video is open and free for the community. The idea here is to help and give some interesting ideas to trade during the week. And I invite you to join our free Telegram channel. The link for that is right below the video. Of course, you are invited to take part of the live trading rooms and to enjoy from full trading reports on daily basis inside Traders Academy Club. So you can find the link here on the bottom left or below the video in the description and in the pinned comments. All you have to do is just take part and join Traders Academy Club. All the rest you will get immediate access and start trading with us live. So next one in our list would be the New Zealand dollar versus the CAD. We wanted to see retraces and buys. My view remains same. The price did not really change, and we have two ways of behavior here. First of all, this little range breakout and continuation. Until then, a divergence will build up. Second option is little deeper correction, of course, back to the trend lines, and then further continuation. My view remains bullish, and drop downs still very likely to provide us the opportunities for the buys. Next one on the list, dollar versus the franc. Our view was bullish and still is bullish. Buy retraces was the plan, and here we are. This turned to be one of the greatest pairs this week. Little pullback at the beginning of the week, bullish hidden divergence created, and boom, we are all the way up for about 60-70 points. So what's next with this pair? I believe there is more to go, and buy dips is still the plan, as simple as that. So watching on a 4-hour chart, retraces are still to buy. Yeah, of course, we could face here some deeper retrace, right, back to the trend line. But the bottom line is buy retraces is our view and plan for dollar franc. I believe there is more to come, and I believe we are going at least towards the 61 of the cycle, and very likely higher. So that's the dollar franc so far, so good. Euro versus the Australian dollar. The idea was to ride the second leg down, here on the 4-hour chart. And let's take a look here. So we got a second leg down, but it was not, it was not able to create a new low for us. Basically, it was blocked here with the bullish divergence and the massive supportive area. At the moment it becomes a divergence and that becomes a trending pattern, that means game over. And right now I see no view to trade the Euro-Aussie until clearer picture comes in. So for me, the Euro-Aussie removed from the list and is neutral. Next one on the list is the Euro versus the Pound. The idea here was sell the break and the retest of the 4-hour chart. If we break the trend line, and if not, then to create 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows and buy dips. What happened with this pair is it broke the trend line. So basically our plan was to sell the retest and boom, we are in a beautiful position. What's next with this pair? Well, it's a good time to take profits if you are involved. If you are not, it's a good time to prepare your journey in a bullish direction. I don't think we are ready yet there. I think it needs to structure itself until we hit and complete this divergence. But this box, this is where I would expect to see reversals to the upside slowly begin. New lows, if be created, I think we should be looking here for bullish evidences and potential buys. That's my view on the Euro versus the Pound. How do you see this pair? I'm very interested. How are you looking at this pair? Because many traders believe it's going straight down to 0.80. Many others believe it's about to reverse, go to 0.90 plus. Very curious. How do you see the Euro Pound? Did you try the sells? And if yes, how do you see that from here? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. And thank you very much for your participation in advance. Our next one on the list, dollar CAD. Our plan was buy dips, expecting that to reach the top of the channel. Buy dips was the plan. Basically nothing happened with this pair. We got a dip, we got it up, we got dip again, up again, and we can see we are stuck. At that situations, I start to dislike the price action. If the momentum is gone and now the daily slows down with the divergence, for me it's a no-go. So dollar CAD is removed from the current watch list. And before we move on with the commodities and the other opportunities, by the way, keep watching, because there is a new instrument which I normally don't include in this video, and this is the Bitcoin. I know many of you look to trade it, so keep watching. Bitcoin is coming soon. Meanwhile, we are in a few new opportunities. One of them is the pound franc, and the pound kiwi is back on the list. Let's start with the pound franc. A mirror to the euro pound from my point of view. We have here a triple cycle, a massive zone, as you can see, and I simply believe that this box is going to be a massive box for us, and sells to take place. We have a bank zone here, so I believe the closer we get to the 130, very psychological level, the stronger the pressure would be. Of course, this could also be measured as a special cycle, right? And then we only have one level here. So again, the closer we get is the 130 to the 130, the stronger the sell should be. And here we are, basically the slowdown on the divergence has started. We have this price structure, so I believe we're going to face here false breakouts, and once we create the convergence, it's sell the rallies. The alternative to that, of course, is once the pair starts to create 3 lower highs, lower lows, sell the rallies is the right thing to do here. So pound franc is definitely interesting. Next one would be the pound versus the kiwi. So for the long view, my view is super bullish. I believe we are now building the second leg until this would become a divergence. So there is much more to come. The daily chart creates here some sort of flag pattern, pennant pattern, with the idea of continuation of the trend. We already have the higher highs, higher lows in play, and we hold a massive trend line, as you can see, in a psychological area of 2, round number. So by the break of this trend line, what I would like to see is the 4-hour chart to create 3 higher lows, 3 higher highs. So if we get that done, price establish itself above the trend line, and we create and complete 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows, we can start looking into the buys. So yes, this condition not ready yet, completed, but assuming it happens, this is a great call for a bullish trend continuation. And the last one of the Forex in this week is the dollar versus the yen, which I believe coming to an ending rally. So right now, what I would like to see is basically the price reaching closer to the psychological level of 110, create this and complete the divergence, and we should be exposed to some good sells. And here is how I see the price movement. We need to create here false breakouts. This coming week is a non-farm payroll week. Normally and statistically, these are more positive weeks to the dollar yen, and I believe this is how it's going to move, to slow down in this rally closer to the top of this channel, and divergence to go and complete here, and then we'll look for the sells. The alternative, of course, if we create new highs without false breakouts, then 3 lower highs, 3 lower lows as trend change, bearish trend, and then sell the rallies. Let's take a look on the dollar yen to see where do we stand here. Second of the month is critical, but the main part would be actually after the middle of the month. That's another thing why I believe we are yet to create here. So this push upside likely to remain until we create the false breakout, the divergence completes, and we are good for sells. Until then, the bullish pressure remains on. I believe we are heading towards this critical zone of this pair. And that's all from the Forex view. Now we have the commodities. We were trading sell on the gold. Let's have a look here. The idea was to get a new low or until we create divergence. So basically this was a beautiful cross on the MACD. So we got the move down. We didn't get a new low, but we did have a hold of a double bottom. And then bullish divergence on the 4-hour chart, bullish divergence on the daily chart. For me, as you know, this is a game over, and right now I'm neutral. There is no yet evidence for buys. We do not yet create 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows. We don't have a false breakout with convergences in play. So it's right now a contradiction between the cycle and the divergences. For me, it's a no-go. So gold is now neutral. It was a beautiful sell. Enjoyed from a good movement here. Now it's game over. NASDAQ, we were looking to get basically new lows here. Instead, we got new highs. Of course, by breaking new highs, it's basically gone. Right now, no new evidences besides a massive divergence developing. But again, no triggers. I know a lot of traders are looking like press the sell button as soon as possible. Wait for evidences. It didn't yet happen. And as I promised, we have a new star on the list. This is the Bitcoin. Here is what I see on this instrument that so many love and so many others hate. Basically triple cycle here with the bullish divergence in play. Also RSI is creating, as you can see, higher lows. Massive clearance zone right here, very close to the 7,000 psychological level. And right now on the lower time frame we start to create the pattern that might create a change. So 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows, I believe buy retraces is the right thing to do. We should be careful if the price crosses below 61.8 straight move. So if it happens like boom, straight move, this eliminates the bullish view, and the reason for that is in trending structure we are good with retraces, but retraces could happen in 2 waves, ranges, or 1 wave, as long as it did not cross directly and hold below the 61.8 of the Fibonacci retraces. So Bitcoin is new to the list, looking for the buys, and here is my question to you. How do you see the Bitcoin? Are you involved in the buys, or do you think we are going to crush further to reach the level of 5,000? Let me know what you think about the Bitcoin right below the video in the comment section. And once again, I would like to ask your assistance and your help back in my work. I hope you find this video helpful, educational, useful, and you like the trading ideas. If you do, please hit the like button below the video. Leave some feedback below in the comment section. Your help is very much appreciated, and your support and your feedback is basically the main reason why these videos are continuously, week after week, done for you, to continue and to bring you with a great content and trading ideas. So this is all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you a fantastic trading week, and don't forget, Black Monday, Cyber Monday are gone on 3rd of December. So this is the link which you can find below the video in the description or in the pinned comments, and this is all the information you can see about the offer. You can find it as for the systems and as for our group and private mentoring. All the information is available for you in the link, so if you still didn't watch that, you can go to the link and get your impression from the offer. For any questions, if you have them, this is our email. Feel free to contact my team. We will be more than happy to answer any of your questions and to help you further. Thank you very much for your time watching this video. Once again, I wish you a fantastic week and a month, holidays months. I hope you have a great time. So that's pretty much it for now. Thank you. I'm Vladimir Ribakov from Traders Academy Club, and I'll see you with the next videos.